Hello everyone, I'm Mrs Frost and I'm co-director of the Modern Foreign Languages faculty here at Fairfield High School along with Mr Humphrey. In this presentation I'm going to talk to you about the GCSE in Modern Foreign Languages and this presentation is relevant if you're looking to choose Spanish, French or German because we follow the AQA syllabus. So firstly I'm going to talk to you about course content, so what will you be learning? So we have three themes. The first theme is talking about yourself and your lifestyle, so people and lifestyle. So that's talking about your family and your friends, your lifestyle, so whether you live a healthy lifestyle or not, and also your school and future work aspirations. Theme 2 is popular culture, so that's talking about your free time activities. Also, it's talking about the customs and festivals in the country of the language that you're studying, or countries, and also about the celebrity culture in that country. And finally, communication in the world around us. So that's talking about travel and tourism, so holidays, your use of media and technology, and also where you live and the environment. So you'll notice that a lot of these themes are really similar to what you've already been studying in years 7 to 9. So the GCSE aims to revise what you've already learned and then build upon it. So you can go in feeling confident that you know quite a lot of the course already. Remember that if you choose a language, there's also lots of trips that you can go on. So we have the Barcelona trip in years 10 and 11 if you choose Spanish, the Berlin trip for students of German in year 11, and also in year 11 we have the Bordeaux exchange for French students. So how is the GCSE assessed? So there are two tiers at GCSE, the foundation tier, which enables you to access grades 1 to 5, and the higher tier, which enables you to access grades 4 to 9. And you have to do the same tier for all papers. That decision's made over the 2-year course, and we'll talk to you and your parents or carers about that as the course progresses. So you'll see that there are 4 papers: listening, speaking, reading and writing, and they all form 25% of the GCSE. So it's quite good because if there's perhaps a skill that you're not so confident in, it's only 25% of your GCSE. People often ask about the speaking exam. So the speaking exam is done at the end of year 11, and that's actually done by your class teacher. So it's quite nice that you know the examiner that you're going to be doing the speaking exam with. So what exam skills are you going to have to use in order to do well at GCSE languages? Well, for listening, we do comprehension tasks and there's a dictation task. For speaking, you do a role play, describe a photo card, do some reading aloud and do some general conversation. For reading, again, it's comprehension tasks and translation into English. And then for writing, there's translation into the language that you've chosen, writing tasks and grammar tasks. And again, you'll note that we do many of these skills in years 7 to 9. So you actually go into the GCSE having many of the skills that you need to succeed. So what are your post-16 and higher education options if you choose languages at GCSE? Well, firstly, it's important to note that languages make up part of the EBAC. So choosing a language alongside either geography or history will make up the EBAC. And the EBAC is recommended by the Department of Education to give you the best chances to move on to higher and further education because it gives you a really well-rounded education with a range of subjects. So moving on to post-16. So you can obviously do A-levels in your chosen language, so that's Spanish, French or German. But remember that languages fit really nicely alongside other subjects and courses. So for example, if you were to choose travel and tourism, it's a really nice thing to have a language alongside it. Also for things like apprenticeships, I've just got a couple of examples here. So if you were to do an apprenticeship to become cabin crew or air traffic controller, then obviously having a language is going to give you a real advantage if you were to choose those pathways. Then looking at higher education, that you can obviously go on and do degrees in languages, but you can also do joint honours at university. So for example, you could study history and Spanish. And interestingly, for many universities, including Bristol University, they're actually removing the requirement to have an A-level in the language in order for you to study it as a joint honours degree. So for example, you could do 3 A-levels which don't include a language, but then pick up a language to do alongside, say, history at university. So that gives you more options at A-level and beyond. Don't forget also that many degree courses offer gap years as part of an unrelated degree to languages. So for example, if you were to study engineering, many of them are 4-year courses with a year abroad in the 3rd year, for example, in somewhere like Spain or France. And then obviously if you have a GCSE in that subject or in that language, it's going to give you a big advantage if you go over there to study. So in addition to giving you lots of further study options, languages, don't forget, also give you lots of transferable skills that you can put on your CVs and your applications moving forward. So here's just an example of some of the skills that learning a language can give you. So it makes you a really good communicator. I think that's one of the main things. Shows future employers that you can communicate with others and understand others culturally. It shows you can be a problem solver, that you can work in teams, that you're good at giving your opinion, and that you're adaptable. And as you can see, there's lots more. So I think studying a language at GCSE is going to have many advantages. So languages also give access to lots of careers, not necessarily careers that need languages all the time, but there's a list here of careers in which a language can be advantageous. So just picking out a couple here: journalism. Much journalism isn't done in the UK. Marketing to different markets around the world. Travel and tourism, obviously, but also, you know, working for international organisations and charities. I think having a language in all of these careers and many more can give you a real advantage in your application. And on the right hand side, there are just some of the many companies that have advertised jobs including languages in the past couple of years. So if you have any questions about whether to choose a language GCSE, you can either contact Mr. Humphrey or myself. We're, as I said, both the directors of Modern Foreign Languages here at Fairfield, or it would be a good idea to talk to your languages teacher about whether they think it's a good option for you. Many thanks.